Hi guys, really quickly, my camera died at the very end, so I wasn't able to film an intro or outro, so I just wanted to give you a heads up that I'm jumping right into it, and then at the very end, like I said, it's gonna cut off, but yeah, my camera just died, so thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Okay, so I'm gonna start, like I said, I just cleaned my face, and so I'm gonna start by applying my Time Wise Tone Correcting Serum. I love this stuff. I really feel like it's working. So I'm just going to start with that underneath. So while I'm doing my brows, I feel like I should talk to you guys a little bit. So anyways, oh my god, I cannot multitask, sorry guys. What happened was he sent me for an MRI and it came back clear. There was nothing wrong with the nerves in my brain to cause the numbness or nerve damage to the side of my face. So then from that point he ordered more blood work, and then it came back that I did have an infection, that my levels were extremely high. So basically the average person, when they get this infection, their levels raise from 0 to like a 9, 10. I was at like a 47, so that means that I had been living with this infection for so long that it had started to take over my nerves. So that's what was happening. So at that point, he was able to give me medication. Okay, so I just wanted to say really quickly that I don't remember the name of the infection that I had, but it was basically just a virus in my face that was attacking my nerves in my face. So yeah, they gave me an antiviral medication, and that's what cleared it up. So just wanted to say that. And he also wanted to do spinal tap. He wanted to order a I forgot what it's called. This is what I need Julius for because he remembers everything and he's so good with all this stuff, but he wanted to do basically a spinal tap to make sure that the fluids in my brain were not infected, because this specific infection, like if the fluids in your brain were infected, it could cause other problems down the road, such as like what was he saying? Oh, like I think he was saying like seizures and like just like other bigger problems, if that was and that was a different path that he would have to take to treat that infection if the fluids in my brain were infected as well. So basically he said that he wanted to do the spinal tap. I did it. It was so incredibly painful. It really hurts, and I was so uncomfortable for a few days. But honestly, I'm so incredibly thankful for my doctor, because he's the #1 neurologist in the high desert. And again, he was a neurologist. I don't think I mentioned that before, but he's a neurologist and he's so incredibly good, you guys. Like, he was awesome to me. The way that he treated me, the way that he got it done, he made it the most easiest process ever. Normally when they do this procedure, you have to stay in the hospital, but he was like so concerned with us the entire time. When we first met him, we told him we had a daughter, and when he was explaining to us what needed to be done, you know, me and Julius obviously looked worried, and he's like, oh, is it because of your daughter? And we said yes, we don't want to stay overnight because, you know, even though Julia was with my mom, I'm like a clingy mom, like legit, I'm a clingy mom. I barely let her spend the night at my mom's house, barely. So that's how, like, it has to be a day that I know I can get her the next day, because that's how, like, I just miss her. I need to, like, cut the cord legit, because she's perfectly fine without me, but I'm like, you know, crying. So anyways, I said yes, you know, we live in Barstow, and being that far away from her and having to get checked into the hospital scares me. So he's like, okay, this is what we'll do. I'm gonna send you to go home, you know, get ready, and then you're gonna come back to the hospital and you're gonna go in through the emergency room. And he wrote me like a note, and he's like, and you're just gonna take this up to the front. Don't worry about anything else. And then we went back to the hospital. We did exactly what he said, and that's how it happened. So like I said, I'm so lucky that I had him, because he really was an amazing doctor. He really cared about me and Julius, and he just made sure that I was comfortable the entire time. He did the procedure. Like I said, it was freaking painful, but he just totally took care of me, you know, and it was a really good experience. So we left, and then the very next day he checked on me, and that was it. My face just slowly started to come back. I know it's so weird, but it's like I just slowly started to like feel it again, and everything just went back to normal. So basically he told me that I breathed it in because the infection started in my nose. So it started in my nose, and then that's why these nerves started to go, and then it worked its way upwards. So that's basically all he told me. He's like, you got it from someone else, basically. So someone else had it, and you breathed it in. And, you know, we run errands every single day, me and Julia, basically. We're out. We go. On top of that, I'm a makeup artist, so I'm seeing a lot of people, and constantly new people. I could have literally got it from anyone. But basically he said I breathed it in. And let me tell you, after he told me that, I was legit like, okay, I'm not doing another client without a mask. I'm wearing a mask. I'm always a really, like, you know, I'm always like, before and after every client, I'm washing my hands, using hand sanitizer between my clients. So some things like that I'm always gonna do, but in this case, he said I breathed it in, so it wasn't gonna make a difference, you know. And that's just life. I'm just so glad that he caught it. It was a little traumatizing, the whole experience, but I'm just so thankful that, you know, I went to that doctor and he caught what it was, and they fixed the problem. Sorry, I'm breathing like really hard. Yeah, I think that's enough. I'm gonna start. I'm gonna get back to the tutorial, but I just wanted to basically explain what happened, because a lot of you guys have been reaching out to me asking whatever happened and if I'm okay, if I got things solved, if the problem was fixed, and it was, and I'm so incredibly thankful that I'm back to myself. And yeah, I just wanted to let you guys know, because, you know, I told you guys what was wrong with me. It was only fair that I told you guys if it was fixed or what was going on, because yeah, I know a lot of you guys were curious, like whatever happened, you know, after. But yeah, I'm doing amazing and I feel great, and yeah, I think that's it. So I'm gonna get back to the tutorial, like I said, so let's get started. I kind of want something really simple and easy, because I want a really dramatic face. So I think what I'm going to do is just pick up a blending color from the Makeup Box palette and just blend that in to my crease first. I'm going to do that to both sides before moving on. And I never finished my brows, did I? Okay, and then I'm going to take this small detailer brush and I'm going to go in with, I want something different. I think I'm going to use the KKW palette. I'm going to do a little bit of this purple. I think this is Vegas, yeah. So I'm going to use Vegas, and it is like a shimmer, so I'm going to just kind of try to keep it low. And I'm going to put this all in my crease, or like right below my crease, basically. And then I'm going to take that fluffy blending brush again, and I'm just going to take the color above Vegas. It's just like a blending color. And I'm just going to like buff that out so that way this Vegas color blends into my crease. And then I think I'm going to put Vegas all over the lid because I really, really like this color. It's really pretty. And then I'm going to spritz it with some white tea. any spray though. I don't know why I even mentioned that because it doesn't matter. And then I'm just going to lay this on the lid. So same thing, onto the other side. I'm just laying it on the lid. And then I'm going to also just pick up a little bit on my finger just to kind of get and I just put it right onto my lid. Okay, I freaking love this. This is the Beauty Creations Contour Cream Palette, and I really want to go heavy with this palette. But before I apply it, I'm going to apply a little bit of these JCat Aura Glow liquid highlighters. So I'm going to apply this to the skin, and I'm just going to I want to mix these two together, so I'm just going to put it onto the back of my hand first. Just onto the back of my hand, I'm going to mix them together really quickly. And then I'm going to focus it on the high points of my cheeks. And of course, all the areas that I'm going to highlight. So basically after that, I'm going to take just a little fluffy stippling brush, and I'm just going to blend that in. And also going underneath my eyes, I'm just blending it in everywhere. This is just going to provide a nice, like, glow from within type look underneath your foundation. It just looks really, really pretty. I know it looks crazy, but it honestly looks really good underneath the foundation. And I've been doing this on all my clients lately, and it looks really, really pretty. So you can see I look really extra right now. So I think because this isn't my foundation shade, I'm going to do a layer of foundation first. So I'm just going to pump this right onto the back of my hand, right where I have the other highlighter. And I'm going to pick it up with my sponge. This is the NYX sponge. And I'm just going to kind of mix them together and then pick it up and just apply it. I'm sorry if the color is not that good. Like the lighting, I mean. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and add some of this cream contour. What I'm going to do is pick it up with a brush. This is the Morphe M334. So what I'm going to do is work on highlight first and then contour. So I'm going to pick up, this has 3 highlights and 3 contours. I'm going to pick up the first 2 shades and mix them together. I'm just picking them up together. And basically that's a lot of product. I'm going to put this onto my under eye area. Like so. Okay, and then I'm going to take the other side of the sponge and start to blend in this highlight. Okay, and then after I like semi-blended it in, I'm going to go in with just a concealer brush, and I'm going to pick up the third shade. And I'm going to go ahead and map out my contour. Okay, at this point, I'm just going to blend it in with the sponge. I'm going to use the other side. Just really, really soft with it. Just to get a nice, soft contour. Okay, that blended out really, really nicely. I'm going to set my highlight with a little bit of airspun, with a little bit of my airspun powder. So I'm just using this brush that came in a set from Morphe, but it's just like a pointy brush, and I'm just like really packing this bake in. I'm just covering everything, and then I'm going to go in and start to warm up my face. Butter bronzer. Wipe off the back of my hand. I'm going to go in with the butter bronzer, and this is in the shade Deep Bronzer. And this is from Physicians Formula. So I'm going to use this, and I'm going to use a Morphe M527. And I'm just going to kind of get like a lot of product. And like I said, just start warming up my cheeks. I'm going to start at the backs of my cheeks and then work my way around. So the backs, working the perimeter. So I'm just kind of working my brush into circular motions. To just really like buff it into the skin. Whatever's left on the brush, I'm just going to take it around the underneath of my face as well. And then I'm going to go in and dust off my bake. Okay, so once I get on the apples, I just kind of like press it back into the contour, just so that way it blends a little bit more. And then now I'm going to go in with this, again, the same as that angled brush. It's just a random brush. And just mixing everything together. So I'm just really trying to blend everything. I'm going to go ahead and carve out my cheeks a little bit. So to do that, I'm going to use the J-Cat Luxe Pro Powder in Banana. This is my absolute favorite to carve out the contour, just because it's yellow, so it's not too white. It's not like too, it doesn't turn orange. But what I'm going to do is use the end of the NYX sponge. It's super, super sharp, so it's going to give you that super sharp line. So I'm just going to pick up my powder. I just put some out on a palette. And I'm just going to go right underneath that contour line just to create a sharp edge. just like that. So this is going to clean up your contour and also make your contour really sharp. I'm just going to do a fan brush just because I don't want too much. So I'm going to do, obviously, the butter highlighter first. And then I'm going to pick up just a tiny, tiny bit of the Chasing the Sun. Then I'm going to spray. And I'm going to go ahead and hit the highest points of my cheeks. So I'm just hitting all those high points, and then on top of all of that, because these both are so like golden, I want to add a little bit of pink. So this is polished silver from the makeup box, and it's just this gorgeous, gorgeous, super shimmery powder. So what I'm going to do is just like barely tap the inside because the inside has so much. And this is very, very, like, glittery. Like, this has, like, chunks of glitter. So that's why you have to be careful with this. This is absolutely stunning on my brides. I love to put it on their chest because it just gives, like, that nice glow and then that pop of glitter. It's not super chunky, but it's a little chunky for the face. So I'm just going to just lightly add it. And I feel like it makes such a difference. Just that little pop. Just to go back in and brighten it up. And I'm just really pressing it in. And then I'm going to go in and... Why do I keep closing this? Because I need it. I'm going to go in and dust all of that off with my powder brush. And I'm going to also dust off this bottom area too. And I'm going to pick up a dark brown from the KKW palette. And I'm just going to run it along my lower lash line. And again, this is just adding a little bit of like depth to the eye. And then I'm going to go in with a pencil brush. And I'm going to pick up Vegas now and go in with Vegas. And just really buff out that under eye. I like to close my eye while I run it back and forth because I really feel like when my eye's closed, it really like buffs and blurs it. So I'm just going to pick up a clean, this is a Morphe M506 brush. And what I'm going to do is, you want to stay low. You don't want to bring this up pretty high. You really want to keep it in that corner, and you want to get your upper and lower lid. So I'm doing that, and then just for like an extra pop, I'm going to go back in with the polished silver from the makeup box. And this one I am going to wet because the Physicians Formula was really creamy, so I didn't have to wet it, but this is a powder and I really want it to pop. Whatever's left, I'm just going to pop it right onto the brow bone. These are the 3D Mink Lily Lashes. I also got these for my sister for Christmas. And they're mink. And they're in the shade Miami. So, I'm not going to apply mascara to these because they are mink hairs. You do not want to. Okay. So pretty. Curled my hair really quickly. So while the curls are kind of like cooling, I'm just going to finish up my face makeup. So what I'm going to do is just spray with a little bit of the white tea and witch hazel. I'm going to shake it first and then get a good spritz. Smells amazing. And while that is settling in, I'm going to go ahead and just hit my brows with some brow gel. This is the Anastasia brow gel in clear. So I'm just going to add some to my waterline. Okay, so pretty, but I gotta add more mascara now because I got it all over my lashes. And then for my lip combo, I ended up doing the NYX Nude Beige lip liner like I had originally, but then I added the Pinky Rose lip in Luxury. You guys know this is my favorite. I probably use this in like every YouTube video I've filmed so far, but it's just that good. Like, it looks good on top of everything, and it just kind of like mutes it out, so that way whatever you put on top really pops. And so for my topper, I'm gonna add the Over the Top lip gloss by Dose of Colors. It's this gorgeous super shimmery gold, just absolutely gorgeous. So I'm gonna add this right on top. Oh, it smells so good, you guys. But this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just really wanted to do something simple and soft, really just to play with makeup, because it's been a minute since I've actually sat down to like play. But not even really play, because I didn't get to like play with colors or play with anything, but really just to sit down and do my makeup, because it's been a minute since I've actually done my own makeup. And you know. Okay, so that is it for today's video. I just guess I really wanted to just like ramble. Oh my god, this whole time this is just my freaking mirror. I'm over here like trying to adjust myself, and it was just a mirror. Anyways, that is it for today's video. I just really wanted to come on and just play with a little bit of makeup. I haven't done my makeup in a really long time, so I just wanted to play and, you know, contour and do all that fun stuff. So I got this